Howdy everyone, Poultry here with an Age of Magic video, and we are going to go over the patch notes for 1.7. They have finally been released, and this is really good news because it means patch 1.7 is very close. We're expecting it to be released next week, but if something goes wrong, then who knows, we can't control the future. So we're going to go over the patch notes and we can go over what we're expecting in this patch that everyone has been waiting for. So first up, we just have a quick overview of what's in the notes. This update is near. As always, we post the announcement and let all players know what we are going to add to the Age of Magic. 2 Dark Campaign acts, new heroes, clans, in-game chat, and long-desired speed-up feature. All this and many more will appear in the upcoming update. Keep reading to learn the details. Now this is already exciting people because people have been asking for a speed up function in the game for months now, and it's finally coming, but it talks about it more later on in the patch notes, so we'll cover that when we get to it, and then we'll get straight into what's actually changing in the game. So Dark Campaign Acts 3 and 4. Grim Sharazar's journey will continue. Roland's footprints lead the assassin to the lands of the dwarves and the Ra-Arachne, but he comes across unexpected foes on the way. So we are led to assume that these foes will be the Druids, as they are coming into the game. The Druid faction is coming. However, only a few of these Druids will be available to collect at the moment. Again, we're going to cover that as we go through the notes. As always though, with new campaign acts, there are going to be more champion shards for us to farm, and there's going to be more opportunities for us to farm gear. So that's all good news so far. Along with the patch comes 2 new heroes. So 2 new heroes will be available to unlock and add to your team. Druid Muradin and Dark Elf Azaria. Other heroes, Cathbad, Mabe, and Drev will be available in later updates. So I originally thought we were going to get 3 new Druids for this patch, but we're only getting 1 and a Dark Elf. So I'm going to go over them now and what they'll be able to do, and you guys can determine whether or not you want to get them for your team. So first we have the Druid Muradin. So Muradin is a mage, but his class is actually boss class, so he's in the leagues with Worm Priest, Roland, and so on. And his abilities are Thunderstrike. All enemies take damage and get a dot. Targets with Druid faction mark on them will be slowed down. Thunder Fury deals significant damage to all enemies and has a chance to make them skip turn. Thunder Retribution, passive skill. If Muradin receives damage from a ranged attack, the attacker takes damage too. So straight off the bat, I'm thinking to myself, this might be a good substitute for Rock. This is the only other champion in the game now that has a full team stun, but as it says, it has a chance to stun. So we're gonna have to wait for him to come out. Then we'll get to see how effective that stun can be. He's the first champion in the game that has lightning-based attacks, so that's pretty cool. It's bringing another element into the game, which may be leading up to actual elements doing stuff in battle. The second champion being released is Azaria. She's a Dark Elf. She's the first Dark Elf released into the game. We have no other information of any other Dark Elves so far, so hopefully we might get some sneak peeks in the next Dark Campaign acts, but until then, she's the only champion we know of that's a Dark Elf. Her attack skills are basic attack. Azaria attacks her with her combat staff, stealing health from an enemy. Red Shadow, Azaria deals a powerful strike, stealing health off an enemy and distributing it between her allies. And Brotherhood of Blood, Azaria performs a blood ritual, sharing her own health with her squad. So essentially, she is a better version of Blood Priest. I really want her. I think she'd be a really good addition to the team. I'm curious to see what she is more dominant in, healing or damaging. At the moment, I'm picturing her as the first hybrid character in the game that can do both jobs efficiently, but I also have a feeling she's going to be dominant in one of them, attacking or healing, and I have a feeling it's going to be the damaging part of her. Next on the list, we have the long-awaited clans. So we have clans and quests. Highly expected clans will finally appear in Age of Magic. The time will come to unite with other players in order to complete clan quests, get new rewards and shards for rare heroes. So this is the first time in the Age of Magic game where a cooperative type of gameplay has been introduced, and I think it's a very good add. It's just going to bring people together. It's going to allow people to work together and aim towards a common goal. So the details: clans. Every clan is a union of players. By completing clan quests, they will be able to gain clan tokens, which are spent to buy hero shards in the clan market. So we've got a new market coming, which is pretty cool. Clan quests. Clan quests are daily changing tasks upon completion, of which a player will gain clan tokens. Clan quests will have several difficulty levels. Each subsequent level unlocks once a prior level has been completed, so it's kind of like the challenge modes they have in the game at the moment. The higher the difficulty, the more clan tokens you can gain. So straightforward. I'm interested to see how it actually works though. Then we have rewards and markets. The reward for completing clan quests will be given at 6:30 p.m. clan creators local time. The size of rewards depends on quest difficulty level and position of the clan in the clan quest top ladder. So it'll be a ladder board that people will be competing against, kind of like arena. The local time you're given your prizes, I don't think that really matters. If you're not awake at that time you wake up, it'll be in your mail, I'm assuming. There's nothing to worry about there. So that's all pretty straightforward as well. So this is good. There's no clan raids at the moment, which is fine. I think this is going to give people a chance to build their clans, build their guilds, and then prepare for the raids that I think are coming out in the next patch, so 1.8. So this is just giving people a chance to set up, really. Moving on to balance changes, equipment items will give more speed to Velendar. From what I've read in the Discord, this is a good change. It's going to make the dwarves a bit stronger. I feel like he gets a mark off or something. I'm not too sure. I'm not efficient with the dwarves, but from what I understand, it's a good change. Now, this one is a controversial one. Resurrection skills. Cooldowns will be increased. This owes to the fact that many players have been asking us to shift the emphasis from healers to other heroes. We will continue gathering feedback and monitoring statistics to find out if we are moving in the right direction. Now, like I said, controversial. Personally, I like this change. I don't know if other people will, but everyone's right to their own opinion. Healers are very powerful at the moment. Not so much for lower level players, but for high end level players, healing is an issue. People can run a full heal team, and without the Zard exploit, you can't beat the team. So this hopefully is a good change. If it's not, they'll change it again, and that's a good part of the good part of this game, is they're open to your feedback. They'll work from your feedback. They'll change the game to suit that. Then we have Worm Priest, Curse of the Worm, will be dealing basic damage in addition to damage over time. So Worm Priest is getting a bit of a buff. Whether or not it's going to make a difference, I don't know. I don't like Worm Priest. He used to be really strong before the massive health pools came in, but until after that, he kind of became useless to me. Some people might find use in him with this buff, but time will tell again. Then we have the XP requirements to level up will be decreased at level 71 to 74. The amount of experience required to level 31 to 70 levels will be changed. The growth in requirements from level to level will become more smooth, but the total amount of experience at these levels will not change. So this is good. It takes a long time later on in the game to level up. Now, from what I've heard, this is not concrete. Do not take my word for it. That the change, if it does affect your level, like if you have more experience than you do at the moment compared to what level you are, you will gain those levels. But that's just what I've heard. It's not concrete. Do not take my word for it. Lastly, Arik and Shadow's judgment skill will reduce enemy dodge 5% more at each level. So this is just I think he's just going to be a they're aiming to make him an assassin killer, really. The dodge on assassins can be deadly, especially with someone like Swamp Killer. And if you have someone like Arik and Shadow on your team, I feel like he may now become a shutdown for the Swamp Killer. So we'll have to see how that goes. It's good. Swamp Killer is a very powerful character, and hopefully he is a counter to her, because she does need one. So now we have other changes. Global and clan chats will be available. In-game chat is finally coming. New 2 and 4 times speed up features will appear. This is the thing most people are excited for. The game will no longer be slow. They can speed up battles if you've run out of memory spheres. Changes in tournament mechanics. A defender will gain tournament points only for killed heroes of the attacker. Apparently some people were exploiting the tournaments where they would team up, attack a person, but then leave the battle, and then that person would receive all the points, pushing them further ahead. Marks won't be activated by damage over time effects anymore. AI improvements. Characters controlled by AI will not be focusing invulnerable heroes. Hopefully this is getting rid of the Zart exploit. The dialogue text between the chapters of the one act will improve. Also, there will be a new cutscene at the end of one act appeared. Seems like a bit of a typo. The cutscene at the end of Act 1 is going to change. So I'm happy to see what that's like. I think it's going to do with that Guardian. They might get rid of him. They might change him to someone else. But yeah, I think they want to do that because he's classed as a boss character at the moment. And I think each race has one of each class. And with Muradin coming out for the Druids, that boss position has been filled, unfortunately. So Guardian's going to have to find a new role. Lastly, we have Rectified Errors. Now I'm just going to skim over these. An error that allowed killing heroes under invulnerability of Silver Moon will be fixed. I'm not sure what that means. I think heroes won't actually dying. Battle and loading screens won't overlap anymore, which won't lead to freezing. Sometimes players couldn't complete all challenges with memory spheres at once. The button wouldn't work. It's rectified now. And dozens of other less important and frequent errors. So that's just small little bug fixes, I think. We'll make an addition post to tell more on new features when the update will be released. And now are hungry for your feedback. How do you like the upcoming changes? Feel free to post in comments. So that's on their Facebook if you feel like you want to comment anything or want anyone to read it. If you have any opinions. Other than that, I'm happy for this patch. I'm really excited for clans. I'm excited for the 2 new champions. I'm happy there's only 2. It gives the free-to-play players a chance to get them and train them before the next champions come out. So it's just giving everyone a fair go. We got the new Dark campaign 2 acts, which is really good. That's 60 Charizard shards, I believe. We got clans, which will be exciting. I'm excited to see what the quests are going to be. I don't mind that there's no raids. Like I said, it's going to give people a chance to set up their clans and then hopefully be prepared for when raids do come out. So overall, I'm pretty happy with what's happening. Feel free to comment if you're not. I'm happy to pass messages on, or feel free to join the Discord and comment on there on how you feel about this, or go to the Facebook and comment there. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you do have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below and I'll answer them as soon as possible. Until next time, take care.